very famous general actually fight in the border with Vietnam. And at that time, the French tried to attack Vietnam, and this general actually defends in the border. That's his picture. And other two are general in the beginning of Manchurian time. They have some pictures drawn for themselves. As you can see, their bow case is similar to this line. Instead of modular, in the later Manchurian time, they make a bigger trigger, multiple layers in it. This design, each piece take a 6. If I need more, I can disassemble this wire. I can add, let's say, 4, 5, 6, as many as I want, and add them together. I can hang on my belt. Right? So this is very modular. Each case can store 6 arrows. All right. Okay, next one. And the release. Okay, now the most important thing. Okay, I cannot use the now. Okay, as I said, the military style, you put on this side, and then you put your 3 fingers to pull. The Chinese way is not. The way we practice, we look at the target. We never look down with your finger. You pull this one out, and you try to knock them, right? Without looking at it. And then put your thumb into this area. Alright? So I take this one out. I cannot put this one on. Right? Now, assume I have an arrow on the ball, and my thumb is right here. Alright? And my index finger hold it down. I make a fist. I pull over and pull like this. Alright? Okay? Alright? Now, release it. Alright, so when I release it, I just drop my elbow, open my palm like this. Because it's a very smooth surface, the arrow was sliding out very easily, very nicely. Alright? And if you can see the ancient bow, it's no sight. This not even have arrow rest. My arrow has to rest on my thumb. I use my thumb to support it. Alright? And it's no aiming. If you rock or in the horseback, you cannot aim. So all the Chinese way is very important. Chinese archery was used by the higher officer and used in the education system until end of Manchurian time. And it's a student must learn. Why? Chinese always said, "Serve one." By the exercise of archery, I know you are moral discipline. Why? In this practice, there is an internal auditing system established, right, which really conducted by your consciousness. As soon as you look at your target, you start to pull your arrow out of your quiver. The whole process before you release it, your consciousness was always on top of you. Investigating, are you focused? Do you have a physical jittering of your hand? Does your mind actually disturb the physical beings? Right? This kind of internal auditing capability is very, very essential in the ancient China. Because we talk about Confucianism. The Confucianism followers, when they went to school, the most important thing for them to learn is the moral discipline, not the skill. You know how to do the calculus, you know do the physics, right? No, the emphasis on the moral discipline. But how you read a few books and you become a perfect person? There's no way. There is a practice mechanism, and this mechanism actually buried inside the archery exercise. That means in the exercise archery, you sharpen up your internal auditing system. So this becomes a constant means. For instance, somebody behind me and pulled coffee to me and hit me on the back. Right? I get mad quickly. I want to raise my fist and turn around. Right? But as soon as I feel my mind gets irritated, And this internal auditing system, hopefully, and not all the time working, right? Calm myself down and say, wait a minute, find out what's going on. And turn around, oh, maybe an old man falls to the ground. So you will not kick him. You will say, oh, are you okay? Do you need help? Should I call 911? Right? This kind of mental control or moral control actually buried inside ancient archery activities. So the oldest book talk about the core method, Li Ji, right? They talk about 4 different archery systems. And in the book they said, archery is a man's thing. Every man have to do. Alright? 男子之事. And also they say, 圣王不焉. If you want to be a super emperor or king, you must hold archery ceremony. Because in ancient time, they judging all the people get educated by their behavior in the archery. Alright? So in Chinese we said, look at your archery activity. They can access your level of moral discipline. Alright? So the archery was very important in the ancient China. Alright? And I also mentioned about Chinese archery mostly on the horseback. Alright? We don't have a good opportunity to learn the horse, but in the ancient time, the Chinese doing the horseback in this way. Normally, they engage in the battlefield and or especially in the archery range. Right? They run the horse towards the target. They put the arrows on. The horse run this way. All right. First of all, they're going to shoot. They call 分钟. Right. That means the ball actually go over the horse head and lean forward and shooting forward like this way. All right. As the horse runs, my target will be on my side. And the action on the horse is stand up, is shooting on the side. Right? For the 对阵. And the horse will pass it, continue going forward. The target is behind me. I pull my arrow, put it on, and turn around on the horse and shoot it backwards. Right? They call it 抹秋. Every time a military staff take exam, archery exam, they do 3 styles. After 3 styles, they will put the ball back to the ball case. This is the ball case. Alright. I didn't wear it today. You put it here. Alright. And as soon as you finish the archery, you will push your ball right into your ball case. And the saber, the handle is on the back. You reach on the back, you grab your saber, you pull from the behind. You swing. Alright? And in Japan, they still practice this one. They call it 三剑一刀. Right? 3 arrows and 1 cut. Right? In Japan, they actually learned this one from China roughly about 150 years ago. Right? It's actually documented in the history. They still keep it. But in China, I don't see anyone practicing. And I'm practicing horse right now. Hopefully, by the end. Okay. Now, one more. Okay, so we'll talk about this one already. The next one. Okay, now. Other than the knowledge, do you know what this word is? Right? This side is arrow again. But what? Short. Tall or short. To do with archery. And come from this side. The top is the rice. Alright? The growing rice. And the bottom is a woman. So woman actually bend down to pick up the rice from the field. So this portion means you lean forward and bend down. Right? And what you do, why this means short? Because in the battle, people, especially taller guy, when you shoot, it's fine. But when you load the arrow, you will not stand straight and load the arrow. You might get a shoot on the chest, right? So what you do, you bend down and you hide behind it, you put your arrows on, you stand up and then you shoot, right? So when you shoot the ball, very often you're going to bend down and lower yourself and take a hit first, right? So this one together, that is short, right? And this one, anyone know this one? Duan, right? Again, this arrow on the left side, and this one means the dou. Actually, the dou, later on, they become these words. Douliu, stop. So, if you shoot your arrow after 2 meters drop, and you shoot too short, all right? So this one means short in length. This one means in English all short, right? This one is short in height. So both are short. I cannot say, hey, you are height-wise. Wrong. Guan is length. So if somebody very short, you use I, right? If the length from distance from here to there is very short, you put it from here to there, 2I. No, that's for height. For length, use Duan. Right? So this is why, even today, all the things in our day-to-day life, they still have a lot of things to do with archery. All right? So I make it short, and I stop right here. Any questions? Okay, very good. I did my job, so everybody understands. We have no questions. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's stop here.